God. I did a test roll and like it landed on 19. Like in the test roll. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll be
Anyway,
fine.
how's that for a cold open?
I love a good cold open.
Amazing. I've got my hope and my fear dice.
Nice.
The hope is the non-binary flag.
Nice.
Of course.
Nice. All right, my friends. Bright suns, rising moons, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of our brand new RPG show. It has been forever since we have rolled our favorite multi-sided math rocks. But
Click,
we are back. Yes, click, clack, click, clack. But we are back. My name is Eric Mitchell. I am your GM for the evening and for this entire campaign. And tonight we start a journey into a world that we created that was inspired by our favorite stories from both science fiction and fantasy. But here's the thing. We are not doing Star Wars at all. I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We are not playing in Star Wars universe. But needless to say, hey, John, we may be going back to Star Wars eventually. Maybe we might do a Halcyon heist around Life Day or Christmas. Who knows?
Love it.
Yeah. Over the course of this adventure, you're going to meet many, many different characters, some played by me, others played by our amazing players here, and others that are on deck that some of you don't know about yet. In fact, we're going to have a new player join us in the next session.
Oh.
Yeah, who I'm going to find a really natural way for them to come in. So we're going to be rotating players in and out as schedules and life happen, but we will make sure that it is a natural transition in and out of the game, because we don't want one player to like come out and then, yeah, it is Jane. We don't want one player to come out and then be lost when they come back in. So. And for those of you wondering what system we're using, we are going to be testing the Daggerheart system. This is the system that Critical Role came up with. This is primarily a 2d12 system based on hope and fear and narratives, but our players might have to roll a d4 for damage or d8 for damage or what have you. For initiative, you all are still going to roll a d20.
Okay.
So there will be that. I have already told our players I have my character killing dice on deck, so get ready for that. But yes, now let's meet our players and the characters that they are playing. We are going to start with, actually, we'll just go clockwise. We'll do Leah, Jane, Faye, and Katrina. So, Leah, tell us about your character.
Yeah, my character is Velkana Mulcaber. I'm not set on the pronunciation yet. Velkana Mulcaber. She is a highborn Emberkin. She is basically a fire elemental person. And she is a stalwart guardian. She is a sword-carrying, armor-wearing, hit point having fighter type.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Should I describe like appearance or anything like that? Is that what we're doing?
If you want to, you can. That is entirely up to you.
Yeah. Fiery colored skin that kind of pales out to like ash white at the fingertips and toes. Charcoal black hair. Bright white, pitch black eyes with fiery veins going through them.
Nice.
Like burning coals. And she is wearing all black armor, an orange cape with a black iron gladius at her hip.
Ooh.
Love it.
Nice.
I love this.
Love it.
Jane, hit us.
Hello, my character is Bara. She is a lore-born human witch who uses a dual staff and a dagger as her weapons. And she is a red-headed human who wears a green hooded cloak.
Love it. Love it. All right, Faye.
All right. I am playing Mylani, a Qatari ranger from ridges along the edge of the equator of Fador. They are a tanned, very monochromatic in appearance. It's hard to tell where the hair starts and skin ends. With cat ears, because they are a Qatari, obviously, and golden eyes. They wear very practical, loose, woven clothing, and carry a staff and a bow.
Nice. I like it. And Katrina.
Hello, I'm Katrina. I'm playing Ileana, and I'm pretty sure that our group is going to commit arson because Ileana is a waterborn infernus wizard. Ileana has, I'd say, deep red skin, like the darkest fires of hell, and wears silver and black leather fire-resistant armor. She has because she is an infernus, she has two giant horns that are very thick. They come out of the sides of her head and kind of curl under. She has long black hair that she usually ties up into a high ponytail. And I would say that Ileana is well studied but incredibly competitive. They've always got something to prove because let's just say they used to be a bit of a screw up, and so now they're constantly trying to show that I'm not a screw up anymore.
I love it. So those are our players. You're going to get to know these characters as we go throughout this campaign. But for now, how about we dive into this story and this setting, and then we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
Out in the cosmos, there is a solar system much like our own. There are 6 known planets that orbit a yellow star. And on the planet furthest from this star, the known planet furthest from this star, we start our adventure. Welcome to the planet Fador, a desert world shrouded in mystery and danger. A world that was once home to a great civilization that is now lost to not only the physical sands, but the sands of time. This is a place where everyone must fight in some way to survive. Whether it's out in the desert, or the various mountain regions, or in the halls of noble houses and various government buildings, there's always a fight to be had. A mysterious stranger has sent out a call for those seeking adventure to meet this person in the capital city. What does this being want, and what lies in store for our party? The equatorial capital city of Kedon, so that's going to be Kedon, once again, Kedon, is a large city that comprises 3 neighborhoods and a central district. Yes, the neighborhoods are as follows. You have Koolt Corner, that's going to be Koolt, which is the poorest and most run down of the city. It's a place that attracts the worst people and also those just looking to disappear. Bonand, that's Bonand, Bonand or Bonand, however you want to pronounce it, is the next neighborhood that is mostly made up of the middle class families, and it's also home to the arts district. The final neighborhood is Brel, Brel, which is home to the upper class in the city. But as I said earlier, there's also the central district of Tekod, which is Tekod. It's where the government meets and is also the home to the ruling class. You are actually called to a tavern in Bonand, known as the Emberkin Oasis.
Ooh.
Here, two of you have already met, so you run into each other. We have Melani and Velkana, who have quite a shared history, have traveled to the Emberkin Oasis and have met each other at the door. Whereas we have Bara and Ileana making their way through this district. Now, this district, before we describe what's going on in the tavern, it is it's very, like I said, it's the arts district, so there's a lot of color here, a lot of bright desert colors that you would see kind of in the southwest region of the United States. You have you have medium-sized buildings that don't go too high because there are sandstorms and everything, and you don't want a lot of those buildings to get destroyed from these high wind sandstorms. So a lot of your buildings are going to be lower in this section of the city, compared to the upper class and of course the central district. Now, this is a city that has, or this is a district that, as you're going through the various streets and alleyways, you're seeing various performers. Like, you might have a street performer on one corner, or you might have an artist painting a mural down another alley. So it is very much celebrating the arts. It's a yes. This is very much celebrating the arts. This is very much about the people of this place, celebrating the culture and how all these various cultures have come together. So let's start with let's actually start with Velkana and Melani meeting each other in front of the tavern and what you do as you go through. And then we'll go from there. So, yeah.
I think Velkana is going to just kind of look around the room, look at Melani and say, there are fewer Emberkin here than I expected from the name.
It tends towards that. Emberkin. I mean, I met my first Emberkin when I saved you.
And I met my first non-Emberkin. First non-Emberkin, non-sand pirate.
Yes, that tends to happen.
I presume your journey here was easy?
As easy as the desert always is, but the equator tends to be much safer.
Easy for you. Then.
Yes, easy for me. But yes, I'm a little bit surprised that we have so few Emberkin here as well. Do you think
I'm surprised that this was by invitation, if I'm remembering correctly, Eric?
Yes. Invitation.
When I saw an invitation with Emberkin in the name, I half expected an ambush or something of that nature.
Velkana. No. Melani, give me an instinct check.
Ooh, okay.
Just so that you
you're not asking me for an instinct check.
I almost did. Give me an instinct check just to see if there's danger. Difficulty is going to be 15.
Okay. I got a 12 on the hope and an 8 on the.
Wow.
Okay. So you got a 20 with hope, plus you got a +1 on your instinct, so you're looking at a 21 on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there is no danger. However, you are not afraid to keep your head on a swivel in this place because while it's in the artsy district, which is more of a safe place, it is still kind of shady.
It's still kind of shady, and like especially for Velkana, Melani's like the ears are just keep on kind of
No.
rotating.
Cat airplane ears. Yeah.
Radar.
Yeah. Whiskers might be twitching a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll smile and just say, do you think that this mysterious stranger, the sponsor, might be Emberkid?
I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
Maybe so.
Volcana just kind of keeps one hand resting on the
Fair.
just on the pommel of her sword.
Yeah. Fair. All right. So let's cut to Bara now. Bara, how are you making your way to this tavern? What direction are you coming in from? Are you coming in from like the outskirts of the city into this district, or
Yes, the outskirts into the district, essentially. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm just walking alone with the dual staff in my hand, basically, at all times. Not because I think there's a threat; it's just always in my hands. Yep.
Real quick before you get to the tavern, for Melani
Yeah.
and Volcana, have you entered the tavern yet, or are you just still outside?
The way that we were talking, it seemed like we were inside.
Okay,
I was
that's fine.
figuring inside, like just inside the entrance.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Perfect. So, Bara, you are walking up,
Yep.
and there's a street performer to your right, like painting this picture of the not painting a picture, but doing like kind of like this oratory one-man show of like what he thinks happened to the civilization that came before, and you know. Do you want to stop and listen to him for a second? Because I do not have that bit prepared.
Okay. I'm not going to make you do too much with it, but I'm just curious. In your general opinion, is what he's saying anywhere near right? If somebody knew a lot about the history, is he even close, or what's the vibe?
Oh no.
Okay.
This guy is straight up. And here we go. The first cuss word of the show. This guy's a straight up bullshit artist. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. Like you pick up on it even without rolling perception.
Great. So I'm assuming that there's a couple people watching, but I don't really stop. I just look, listen, and just scoff at him in the most disgusted way, and then just keep on walking.
Yeah. He looks at you like as you scoff, and he's like, "Got a problem?"
Yeah. I absolutely I do.
Well, the people here don't.
The people here don't know as much about the history as I do, and how stupidly wrong you are. I'm gonna keep at this point. I am ignoring and keep walking away after I said that. If he wants to follow me, that's fine. But that's as much effort as I am putting into this conversation with him. I have no interest in this man.
At this point, he's doing damage control. Like
okay.
he's just straight up doing damage control because you've pretty much almost turned his audience against him in like 2 sentences.
Yes.
So you're walking up to the tavern.
So I would. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
I'm just making a straight line as quick as I can just to get into the bar, essentially. I assume I don't know them by sight, so I'm just kind of walking in, looking around, and going up to the bar to ask for information.
So as you are walking in, you do pass them, like just standing in the doorway to your right.
Okay.
And you, there's a bartender standing behind the bar, and he's this grizzled human that looks like he is just banking on his retirement like in a couple of days.
Okay.
You know, he's cleaning a glass like too much cleaning a glass.
Is it to the point where like the rag isn't actually that clean, so it's kind of making the glass dirtier at a point?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Because of all the sand. Because he's trying to keep the sand out, but like it still keeps coming in. So like you walk in and like sand just drifts in, and he goes. So you walk up to him,
Yep, I walk up, I ask for a drink and some information, and I pay for the drink and then add a little bit of extra for the information.
What do you want to know?
I was sent for here by invitation, and I'm looking for the rest of my group. Is there anything you would know about that?
Does it look like I know about your group?
All
I know is that there's 2 strangers over there.
All right. Never mind. Okay, I leave the money there. I was about to, as you were saying, do I look like I was about to start taking the tip away? But okay, that's good enough. That's enough. It wasn't much. I then walk over to meet I then walk over to meet the rest of the group with my drink in hand.
Okay. All right. So he just poured you a straight up beer. Like just a straight up beer.
Into a dirty glass, and I'm not that concerned about it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And like the foam's dirty and everything. Yeah. And he just goes, enjoy.
Yeah.
It's extra minerals.
Look,
All right.
this is the kind of place that proudly presents the C grade in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a place that may or may not have 1 or 2 dozen cockroaches running around.
Oh well, that's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
That you cannot see.
It's the post-apocalypse. Of course, there's cockroaches.
Health code violations.
But also, it's in the arts district, so everyone's like, "Well, no, that gives it character. That's why it's the coolest place here. That's why people love it."
They're wearing their scarves and horn-rimmed glasses.
I assume that's the vibe.
Oh yeah. This is a yuppie place.
Like,
district.
It's definitely something to the point where it's like the amount of compliments in the 5 minutes that we have been standing here that Milani has gotten on the jewelry that's braided into their hair is ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We will get to that.
As you approach the two of us, I think Milani, they would have become nose blind to this by this point, but you are suddenly hit with the smell of just it smells like Velkana has been constantly sitting in front of burning incense for maybe her entire life. And you can see just a little trail of smoke coming out of little gaps in the hilt of her sword.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh.
Perfect.
That seems to be the epicenter of the smell.
Yeah.
So
as I'm... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go.
Mine was just a little... I was just saying, as I walk over, there's a quick stop of oop. It hits the smell. But just keep walking. It's the minorest little oop, nope, just trying to not make a deal out of it. Sorry.
So at this point, the 3 of you are meeting and starting to talk, and you slowly make your way over to a table on that right side of the room that you're at. And then Ileana is making their way into the arts district. And what area are you coming from? Are you coming from the central area into this arts district, or are you coming in from the outskirts, kind of like Bara did? I can't hear you.
I muted myself.
Okay.
Ileana is coming from the outskirts of the town. Okay. It is that, in fact, a little evident that Ileana has been traveling maybe for the entire day, because they came from the underbelly of the town, straight off of another job, actually, that they are not privy to talk about.
Okay, so your cloaks are just dusty and just worn out and
a little bit burnt for some reason.
Yeah, and it smells like you have just been in desert for a long time.
Eau de Bio.
Yeah, okay. So you're walking through, and you're kind of taking the same route that Bara took. To get to the thing, and so you hear the street performer spouting about the civilization that came before and just being the bullshit artist that I said. Do you stop to listen to what this guy's saying, or do you just move on?
Ileana's been around for, I would say, almost 150 years now. The Infernus people can live for a very long time, and so even though that is a blip in the scope of history, she definitely knows that this person is bullshitting. And so is there any are there any tips or anything left for this guy?
So he's got a tip jar like in front of the podium that he's standing on, and there might be like maybe just a couple of coins in there. Like like the people that are tipping him just are tipping him just to shut him up, but he's
Okay.
seeing it as encouragement for him to keep going.
Mhm.
All right. So as Ileana passes this guy, she does not steal from him, but much like a cat who wants to offend you, she passes by the tip jar and just kind of knocks it over with her hand. Just be like, and then keeps walking.
I was gonna have you roll for that action, but I'm not going to. That's fine. I'm not gonna do that.
Just anything to get him to stop for a moment, right?
Yeah. And like he notices it and he hears the precious coins come out and he goes, "What the hell, man?"
I was gonna ask you the same thing, but really, I don't care about what you have to say. And then she just kind of walks in.
What is it with these people today? What is it with these people? And like he's like yelling about you and Bara. Like, because this is like the second time like in 10 minutes that somebody's disrupted his spiel.
Don't be wrong out loud.
Why don't you read a book?
It seems I've read a lot more than you have, buddy.
Yeah? Okay. Well, nanny boo boo.
Okay, how about you go and count out all of that change that I knocked over and give these fine people a break?
Who are you? Who are so wise in the ways of science? Thank you, Lou. Yeah. So he starts picking up his change and grumbling.
Right.
And he's staring daggers at you like as you're walking away. But you know he's not going to do anything about it because he's just useless. Like you can just tell this guy is just completely useless. Like this is what he does.
Yeah.
So you walk into so you reach the bar and you walk in. Do you start searching for people? Do you go up to the bartender? What do you want to do?
So the bartender is our contact, right?
No, you have not met
No,
your
okay.
contact yet.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go up to the bar anyway.
Another stranger.
Yeah, that's generally what you get when you work at a business.
I like you.
I'd
I like you.
like your favorite drink then.
You're my favorite drink.
Yep, pick me your favorite.
Oh my god, I don't even know what we got anymore. Well, I don't want to serve you beer because you don't look like a beer drinker.
Nah.
No. What do you like to drink?
Me? Well, I like things a little something with a kick. Give me something hot with a kick.
A hard liquor person, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
I'll go for that.
Okay, so he pulls out this dusty bottle of just this brown liquid. And he's like, I've been saving this for special occasions. This is over 50 years old. And he puts on glasses real quick to like read the label. It's 150 proof.
That's fantastic. You know, it was recently my 150th birthday, so
look at that.
Sounds like fate.
Drink on the house.
Hey.
So he grabs the dirtiest but cleanest shot glass you'll ever see, and he grabs it and then he's like, he turns around, spits in it real quick to clean it, and then puts it back on the counter.
Oh my god!
He's like, no, that's not for you. That one's mine. Here, and then he pulls out like another like very clean shot glass for you. So he pours one out for you and he pours one out for him and he goes, all right, here you go.
To you, to me, to my birthday.
Right. And then happy birthday. And then Meanwhile, the three of you are watching this unfold.
Sorry.
I was to prepare birthday gifts.
No.
If Bara's watching that happen, she went up to also try to get a shot of whatever it was.
Oh, you again.
She just wanted to join to get the shot. That's all she wanted to do.
Oh, you want
Says
some of this?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my
Yeah, you know you
birthday.
can handle this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
He pours it.
Okay.
And then he pours one for himself and pours one again for Ileana.
Mhm.
And then he goes, all right, here you go. Cheers. He downs it.
Okay.
And then he goes, it gets better every time.
Can I ask to roll to see how well I take this shot, or if I'm a kind of
Absolutely.
blubbering mess?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me see what we can do here. Give
Presence?
me Yeah. Give me give me a present. Yeah, give me a
A
presence check.
D20 or a 12? Sorry.
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said
Yeah,
presence
you're-
because I have a -1 in presence, but 9. All right, so I got an 8.
Okay.
I feel like I hold it together.
No, did you roll 2d12? You're gonna roll 2d12.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
All right. So that would have been 8 for hope, and then 3 for fair.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, you take the shot all right. Like you
Okay.
you take it well. However, you almost black out just a little bit from how strong this is.
Okay.
And then Ileana, I need you to do the same roll for me, please.
Sorry, did we do 2d12 or 1d12?
2d12.
Okay.
All of your rolls are going to be 2d12 unless otherwise stated.
Mhm.
All right. I got a 9 and a 1.
A 9 and a 1. Yeah. Okay. The difficulty for this one was kind of low, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So you take it, but you almost black out too because of like how strong this is. But this is your second shot, so like
Mhm.
you're already into this. So you two were feeling great.
Yep.
By the time
Mhm.
this mysterious hooded figure walks into the bar. And he sits down in a booth in the corner, and he just starts looking back and forth, surveying the tavern. And he notices Bara and Ileana bonding without really knowing each other with the bartender.
Clink, clink.
I go for the high five.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah.
for high five.
Roll for
Christ.
Was the high five not the show?
Finesse is that
Agility.
yeah, that's definitely agility.
Agility. Oh, okay, cool.
I love the bonding happening here while like Milani is like looking on slightly with judgment, like going like, look at these tourists.
That's great.
And okay, so what were our agility rolls for the high five?
I've got a 19, and then my agility is +1, so 20.
Oh yeah. So Ileana goes for the high five, and it's like halfway there. Bara, hit Ileana. Come on.
Yep. I got an 11 with a +1 for hope, and then I got a 3 +1, so 4 for fair.
Okay.
So I think that's
yeah.
pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's almost like the Predator handshake that Arnold and Carl Weathers have, but it's like more of the high five esque for it. At one point, the bartender says, "Son of a bitch," like but like in a happy way, right? Like he's like, "Oh man, these two are bonding in my bar. This is what it's all about." Meanwhile, this guy is just watching you.
I think while this is happening, Velkana is going to stand up, straighten out her armor and her cape, so she's presenting at her best. She's going to walk over. She's going to hold out a hand. And she's going to say, "Hello, I believe you are the person who asked to meet me here, as well as these others. They'll be here in a moment."
Who sent you?
I sent myself. though I received notice that I was asked to come here. You may be the wrong person. In that case, I am sorry.
Do you just randomly walk up to strangers at a bar?
Hooded strangers who look like they have secret agendas? Yes.
I like you. I like you. Have a seat.
I will.
All right. So Volcana sits down with the stranger.
I wave Melani over.
Meilani got distracted watching the bonding, and then finally looked over and was like, "Oh no, this
the predator handshake, right? Like you
the simple presence of the predator handshake." Then looks over and is like, "Oh no, Velcana, this is probably how you die. Almost died."
Exactly. Yeah.
So, scrambles out of the chair, tail is a little puffed up.
So are you fast walking over to this table?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Velcana's just turned up the charm, just is it not uncomfortably warm under those robes and even in the heat, the sunlight? Yeah, just black robes, it attracts a lot of heat. I like the heat, but
he looks at you and he's like I like you, but I'm not interested.
Oh no, I'm just making conversation while we wait for them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I sometimes have trouble picking up on people's things. I'm so sorry.
Understandable.
Yeah, I've been in the desert for a long time. I was once
likewise.
Yeah. I think I got way too much sun. He removes his hood and you just see this sunburnt dude with a bald head that just looks like a freaking cherry with just how sunburnt it is.
Oh no.
And he just looks at you yeah, I know.
I see nothing wrong with someone being bright red.
I knew I liked you. So
Velcana just does not react.
Okay. So Meilani comes over.
It's just
yeah.
I'm not certain whether this is the right guy.
I'm not sure.
Don't know until we start talking.
Yeah, we don't know. It does look awfully painful for you to be that red, sir.
We'll talk about that later. Decisions were made.
The wrong ones.
Who knows? I could, for all you know, I could have stuck my head in a volcano. Who knows? I would be dead. But
most assuredly, yes.
So while this conversation's going on, the bartender looks at Ileana and Bara and notices the stranger with Velcana and Meilani, and he says, I think the person you're looking for is over there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think I just walk over there and I look at Meilani and them and I'm just like, is this our guy? Are you the guy? Is this what's happening? Are we ready?
Oh, I'm a guy.
Yeah, Ileana is toasted at this point.
I cannot wait for this.
Just honestly, shouldn't have taken that many shots, but she was busy pretending it was her birthday. So her birthday was actually 5 months ago. She's just been celebrating it all year. So she just kind of stumbles over and
Do you just walk away and be like, by the way, my birthday was 5 months ago?
No, she's not telling the bartender that. Now that means her friend. Now she's gonna have 2 birthdays every year so that this guy can come to that. Anyway, it's the whole logistical thing. She's not gonna figure out right now. What she does do is she just kind of swaggers on over and throws an arm around Bara, her brand new friend. Goes is this the guy? Hello.
Hello.
He looks at all of you and he does the Riker facepalm. And then he's like, oh, God. gods, what have
Look,
I gotten myself into?
We were waiting for almost 10 minutes. You left us to our own devices.
I see.
It's my birthday.
You sure about that?
Perhaps it's not much, but maybe we should get you something to eat.
Hey, dinner and a mission. I love that. Yeah, absolutely.
The bartender comes up with just like the greasiest fried food like you will ever see and just places it in front of Bara and Ileana. Just like, all right, bon appetit.
Melani is going to like hand him a couple more coins and go, "Can we get some more? I think we're gonna need it."
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
I would like a blooming onion if you have that.
No rules, just right. Sure enough, he's walking back to the kitchen. He's like, "Hey, we got any onions? We got any blooming onions?" Meanwhile, the stranger is just looking at all four of you, and he's like, "Oh my god, what did I do?" And then he goes, "Yes. Anyway, to business now.
Of course.
Yes, I was sent here to be your contact by a broker. I cannot give you details about who this person is just yet. They just have a job for all of you. You're the ones that answered the call, so I figured this would be that you would be the group."
I believe we are the group.
Sure is us.
Woo! That's it. That's all I say.
He just looks at Para and Ileana. He's like, "Oh boy."
I presume then, if this was hired through a broker, that you will not be giving us your name then?
For now, you may call me. God, I forgot a name. For now, you may call me Dal. Dal.
Dal.
Dal.
Nice to meet you, Dal.
It's nice to meet you too. You must be Ileana.
One and the same.
And you must be Bara.
Hello.
And you must be Melani and Velkana.
The very same.
Yes. I heard about you two and your exploits. That's quite something.
Word travels fast in the equator.
That it does. Bara, I've heard that you are quite the witch
Mercenary.
and mercenary, yes. And Ileana, you have quite the knack for dealing with people.
I get the job done, and I get it done fast.
Yes, well, I heard about your last job, and I
Negotiate.
heard how effective you were in said last job.
I can be. Depends on the
Oh,
pay.
so is this a negotiation job?
Maybe. The details are pretty complicated. For now, let me give you the gist of the job. The man that I work for is seeking an artifact from the old world. This is a tome, a book of the history of the final days of the old civilization before the sands swallowed it. Now, it's actually the location that I've been told is, or I know the location or the area. It is in the equator here, so you do not need to go outside of the equator. However, you will be going into the territory of sand pirates. The Desert Wolf clan rules this area. Now, you will be exploring an ancient ruin that is in a cave system. And you'll know the tome when you see it.
Hmm.
Now, are there questions so far?
Desert Pirate Land or the Desert Wolf Clan. Do you have any fear that they might have already gone into?
Pirates don't really care about these things. I mean, most pirate clans don't. However, there are a few that do, but I do not perceive the Desert Wolves as one of those clans. However, I would definitely be wary, especially in your interactions.
Always.
Yes. Any other questions?
Bara leans in and asks, can you be more specific about what kind of ancient runes we're dealing with? Are they of the Lost Society? Are they of a different society? Are they a city?
So, this was a city that was erected after the collapse, and this was one that stood for a long time and was very prosperous until there was an incident. So this is newer in history, but still very ancient.
So not from the Long War?
No, this is actually after the Long War. This was towards the beginning of the pirate clan skirmishes, because there were the pirate clan skirmishes years ago. And one of the this city became a base of operations for one of those clans. And what ended up happening was, after that clan was essentially destroyed, this city was essentially destroyed.
Mm.
It was in a cave system because they felt that they could get natural water from the cave systems, and it might be a place to grow the plants and vegetables, because let's face it, our neighbors in the system, the Sargrassans, aren't really traders.
No, everything seems to go one direction.
Yes, yes. But they love our sand, apparently. Who knew that?
Apparently.
Any other questions for me?
I don't think so. But Bara did take out a little red notebook and has just been writing down everything you've said about the ancient runes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. While that's happening, the bartender comes up and just slams a bloomin' onion right in front of Bara and Ileana.
Yes.
Some of the residual oil on it splashes off and hits Velkana and just psst.
Can I roll maybe an agility check to see if I can get a piece of the bloomin' onion before
Absolutely. Go ahead. Do it.
That is going to be a 17 towards fear.
Okay. You're definitely afraid of this bloomin' onion at this point, but it's so delicious that you eat it. I am not.
It's like a cat with a zucchini.
Yeah, exactly. I am not going to have you gain a fear for that, because that was just too funny. So don't worry about the fear. But yes, you are able to snatch a little piece.
Nice.
And then try to eat it real quick. Okay, so your fear is that you burn the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. Okay, so that's your fear. That's your fear.
It's reasonable.
Right. It's reasonable.
Regret.
Yeah. And then the bartender laughs at you because he sees it happen. I told him not to make that bloomin' onion so hot, but nobody listens to me.
Honestly, Bara was about to take some and then saw the oil pop off and literally burn one of her team members. I was just like, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute because that seems dangerous as fuck.
The bartender just looks at you, just like studying this blooming on you. It's gonna get cold.
Yeah, I'm hoping. That's the goal. So
any other questions for Dal before we move on from this conversation?
no.
How much is the contract?
Oh, yeah.
So wrong voice. Dal looks at you all and says, "For those of you that are wondering about payment, you'll be rewarded. You'll be rewarded."
Okay.
And then he pulls out a pouch of these gold coins that are used in this city.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a large sum. One that would get you enough supplies that you needed, maybe like a place to stay for like a night or two,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of nights, something like that. Enough to get you on your way and ready to go. And he says you're going to be using these for your travel. You're going to be leaving at first light tomorrow to head to the area.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls out, as he's talking, he pulls out a cloth map that shows the city, and then it also shows where the Desert Wolf clan is, and that's about 50 miles west of the city. It's in this. So the equator has like plateaus and stuff too. It's not
Mm-hmm.
just flat land, but it has like some plateaus. It's in a plateau region, because like Dow said, the civilization or the ruins for the civilization that you're going to are in a cave system. So
Mm-hmm.
um so they're like in this plateau system 50 miles west of the city.
Mhm.
And he looks at you all and he says, "Do you have any other questions before I go?"
Is there a certain amount of time you want us to complete this in?
You have 5 days.
5 days.
It'll take
Gotcha.
us 4 just to travel to and from there.
Yeah.
Mm.
In 5 days time, you're to meet me right back here.
I'll wait.
And there you'll receive the rest of your payment.
And how many more of these can we expect?
So greedy. I like it. But all I'm going to say is that you will be well compensated.
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
You're vague and unconvincing.
I feel immensely straightforward. But I will take what you say into consideration.
He slowly gets up from the table and he says, "Remember, 5 days starting tomorrow." And he puts his hood back up and puts some goggles on his face too, because like when you do see him without the hood, he's got like just the one tan line from the goggles and everything. And he starts to walk out of the bar. And then the bartender like calls him like Ralph or something, like, which is what this dude's real name is, because this dude's like one of the regulars. He's like, "Oh, bye, Ralph." And then he turns around and he's like, "How many times do I have to tell you? It's Dow when I'm meeting clients." So he just walks away. Meanwhile, you all are still in the bar. The bullshit artist enters the bar. And he slowly walks in and he's looking around and he's feeling that he's got that change, that hard-earned change from his bullshit spiel. And he's kind of like, it's clinking in his hands. And he's looking around and he sees the 4 of you at the table. and he recognizes Ileana and Bara, and he saunters up to the table.
All right,
Can
here's greetings
I-
for artists.
Can I think Velkana would have taken a seat where like she is the first to see as people come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get a read on like what this guy's intent walking over is?
Sure. Give me a knowledge check.
Right. That is a 13. Oh, yeah, 13 with hope.
13 with hope. Okay. So, yeah, you can tell like he's pissed off from the way that he was treated by Bara and Ileana. And he just came in after a long day in the sun. He just wanted a drink and some food, but then he sees these people that disrupted his day. And disrupted his work. So he is not happy. And
I
he's
think
walking up.
seeing that before he can even like get to the table, I think Volcana's going to walk over, not brandishing her sword or anything, but I think she's going to say, "May I buy you a drink, friend? You look like you've had a long day."
Oh, I've had a long day. Those two interfered with my work.
Ileana currently has
Those
like
two are
half
as
a
drunk
bloomin'
as you
onion.
could be.
Yeah.
Those two are as drunk as you could be. I can toss a few coins to
They weren't
our
drunk
friendly
when they talked
bartender
to me.
here.
So I'm just gonna jump in. So Bara sees him and does not say anything, but just throws up this world's version of a rude hand gesture, just like this, and is like, and then just goes right back into the bloomin' onion, like not looking at him anymore, just like back
Just the
in.
two of you
Exact-
just
yeah.
like throwing bloomin' onion in the air
Yeah.
from just
Yep.
like eating this.
I am not de-escalating the situation at all.
No.
So he sees you flip him the bird,
hmm
and he starts getting more angry. And he starts to push Velkana away to approach the
I think Velkana is going to move to again impose herself between and say, "Can we at least bring this outside where the sand will absorb any mistakes we make?"
No. I want restitution. They owe me gold. For the
Well, then he knows that
stunt
word.
gold. What's that? He knows that word?
Yeah, it's a real big word for him.
What, restitution or gold?
Yeah. No, I mean both.
Both.
Really.
Is this you saying this or your character saying this to him?
Yeah, it's Ileana saying it with like a half a mouth full of onion.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that you knew that word.
if Ileana is able to respond, I think Melani has been listening in and is finally gonna like slide out of their seat
Mhm.
and approach and say, "So you want gold? Is that it?"
I want restitution. They made me look like a fool in front of all those people.
Ileana's gonna stop and put the onion down. And she's gonna be like,
Just a
"Look, man,
big greasy handful of just
you
onion.
made yourself pull like and there's oil off her hands and stuff." She's gonna just like give that whole Han Solo point and be like, "You made yourself look like a fool in front of all those people, because anybody in here who went through basic education knows that half of the things that you were saying were not correct. And if you want to make up a song, whatever, fakey song, that's fine. But you were trying to quote actual history, and I will not stand for a rewrite of it because it's my birthday."
The bartender just says, "Damn right, it's your birthday."
I love I like making a good buck off of tourists, like anyone else in this city.
Hmm.
You don't have to attack my friends when they call you on your shit.
It's not shit.
It's the kind of like the ears kind of go back and it's just like obviously trying not to go in his shit.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Can I tell if he is about to attack us, or should I roll knowledge to just try to see is he about to attack, or is he just kind of talk and talk?
Roll knowledge, and then
Okay.
we'll determine from there.
Oh, a 12 on hope with a +1, so a 13 on hope and a 4 on fair.
Okay, so you hit the target. You hit the target goal for the difficulty. You can tell he wants to attack, and he's also just very frustrated and has had just an extremely bad day. And so like he's balling his fists though, like he wants to attack. So at this point,
I think Volcano's going to try to make one last play to avoid bloodshed here.
Okay.
And is just going to say, perhaps a gift of the riches of Montorum could smooth this over. And I think she's going to pull out a couple coins from her coin purse.
My Lottie was thinking similarly and was like about to like starting to unbraid like one of their braid is hair is in like 10 different braids and has different tiers of like jewelry braided in. It's like unbraiding one of them. It was like close to releasing like a silver coin with like a bit of turquoise implanted in it. It was like basically about to do the same thing.
He looks at you all and he says, "What are you trying to bribe me?"
You asked for restitution?
Yes.
You asked for gold? I offer you gold. You say you don't want to look like a fool? There are a few things that make one look as foolish as fighting with drunkards.
At that point, he's had enough.
Okay. Sorry,
go ahead.
So if it looks, I think he's about to make a move. So I think I'm going to roll agility to do this. What I want to do is basically I still have the dual staff in my hand. I kind of push that up like I'm going to hit him with it. And instead, with my other hand, I grab the dagger and I try to just get it right up to his throat. I'm not trying to attack him.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get it like right up. So I assume that'd be agility.
Yeah. Hit me with agility.
All right.
Remember, if you roll doubles, it counts as a critical success.
Oh, okay. So I did the opposite of that. I rolled another 12 plus 1, so 13, and then a 1 for fear so 2.
Point of order.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If I'm not mistaken, this is just going off of what happens in the online roller. Don't you add them together and it's just whichever one's higher is what you have to roll with?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever the highest one is. So like you said that you rolled a 12 with hope.
Yes, so a 13 with a plus 1 for agility.
Okay, yeah, this guy's his difficulty isn't like that crazy. So yeah, you threaten him and kind of like push him up against the wall, and you've got the dagger like right to his throat, and like he starts kind of breathing heavily and like looking at all four of you. Meanwhile, the bartender's laughing and cleaning a dirty glass.
Yeah. So I have him up against the wall, and what I base with the like dagger to his throat, and what I say to him is, there are inanimate objects with more intelligence than you. Have the smarts to walk out of this bar now, or it's going to be a bigger problem for you. And then I do let him go.
He takes the hint.
Great.
He could have taken the gold.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Very, very much like watching that. Like it would have been easier if he just took the coin, and it's like re-braiding the trinket back into their hair.
This is a man that is a member of the He-Man Woman Haters Club, I guess. You know what I mean? Like this is just some misogynistic.
Just
dude.
some guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just some random dude, a frat bro probably, he probably flunked out of art school, which is like his big thing, so
That's how they all start.
yeah. So he looks at you all, and as he's like leaving the bar, like how like somebody like gains courage like as like they're walking out the door, just like, oh yeah, they're not gonna follow me out into the street. Like he's just like, this isn't over. This isn't over.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Bye.
I don't follow him, but I give him the rude
Yeah.
hand gesture again.
Yeah, I love this as the rude hand gesture.
And he just he takes that and just kind of goes, like temper tantrum, like as he's like being walked out the door.
Mhm.
For the rest of the night, the bartender walks up to you all and sees this destroyed plate of bloomin' onion. And he looks to Velkana and Melani, and he just goes, you two want anything too?
I flip him a coin and say, the highest proof drink you have.
He flips it back to you, and he says, for getting rid of that asshole, it's on the house.
Woo!
And Milani's gonna take the opposite end and go for something non-alcoholic and go,
He just pours you a glass of water and just hands it to you.
got any secunjamin for that?
What?
It's
What is that?
it helps hydrate you.
It's called water. Drink it.
Like, very well. And can we maybe a little bit more blooming onion?
Velkana does the shot. It immediately ignites as soon as it hits her tongue. No alcohol makes it to her stomach. It all burns off.
Oh, well, as that burns off, like the back of your head just engulfs in flame, like, and it just shoots out across the bar. And then like
just a reasonable amount of flame. Just a reasonable gout of flame.
One severely drunk dude at the other end of the bar looks at the bartender and goes, I want what they're having. And then like the bartender just gives it to him. He takes the shot and then boom, passes out. Like as soon as he like he puts the glass down and then he's done, like just gone. So the Emberkin Oasis does have rooms as well. So you spend the night in this room. Nothing happens throughout the night, and then the next morning you find a desert vehicle, a desert skiff. It's similar to like a dune buggy kind of. That's waiting outside of the oasis, and Dal or Ralph, depending on who you are, is standing next to the vehicle. And he says, "Here's your vehicle for the trip. Remember, you have 5 days." He does tell you that there is enough food and water for the 5 days, along with enough fuel for the 5 days.
Perfect.
Would we have tents or other ways to sleep? Phenomenal.
Yeah. So I mean, they gave you everything that you needed. For the expedition. Like he's not going to be like you're on your own.
Can we have like one of those little like yurts that come out of the back of a, when you got like a van or something?
Yeah.
And you could, okay, cool. Yeah. That's what I want. I think that'd be good for the group.
Similar to like the old school Pontiac Aztec from. Like,
yeah.
But
like
it's like
that.
this big old yurt that just like you can build like a tent out of the back of the. Yeah. right out of the back of the rig.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I love that. Yeah.
Volcana makes a last check of her supplies that she has enough incense to keep the ember that is constantly lit inside of her sword burning at all times. She swaps. She lights a new one, and unscrews the pommel, puts the new one in, lights it with the old one, and screws it back in.
While you're doing that, Dal's kind of watching you, and he just goes, "We're going to talk about that later."
Yeah. Mylani is
The
like
ember
checking
must
this.
always remain lit.
Yeah. Mylani is like
Thank you, Dal.
Bara checks nothing, walks up, shakes his hand, and goes, "Thanks, Ralph," and just gets back on the thing.
Claps him on the shoulder.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Ileana just kind of saunters by and like gives a little salute. They've actually got a small elemental pet that's a collection of rocks that just kind of moves around.
Nice.
It's like if a bunch of like little, like an actual dice goblin, technically. Like it looks like a bunch of little dice, but one of the dice is a little bit big. It's got a little head, and it just kind of moves around. But it's all rocks.
So your rock dice goblin, he looks over at Dal, aka Ralph, and he just starts giggling profusely because he just knows like this dude is just like he's trying to be something that he isn't. Like, you know, and like he looks at you and he just says phony. Phony.
You know, I've not named this character yet. You know what, Danny? You're right.
Danny the Dice Goblin.
Danny the Dice Goblin.
I love him.
But he's like, they're like kind of speaking a little low, so she turns to Ralph and goes like, "I think he likes you."
Sure, we'll go with that. And then he kind of gives like this mischievous grin to him, and then just rides on your shoulder away. And then meanwhile, the bartender comes out with like a bunch of to-go containers of bloomin' onion.
Yeah.
for the road.
Yep.
He's the stinkiest fruit on the road.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, just in case you get hungry, and also for the desert rats out there.
The grease it's good. It's hydrating. It'll work.
He says it's also used for fuel for the skin. You can just ring the bloomin' onion.
Amazing.
And Bar just looks at the rest of the group and goes, "That's not true. That's not how oil works. That's."
Don't you tell me how oil works. I work with oil my entire
No,
life.
yeah, you got it right. Yeah, no, not anything about you.
Well, let me. I take like a little piece of the blooming and hold it in my hand, and it starts to smoke and blacken, and then ignites, and then there's just ash in my hand. That could work.
I don't know if I want you to have my bloomin' onion anymore. Not if you're gonna burn it.
I apologize.
Hey, fried onion is not that bad. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So anyway, Dal sees you all, and he goes, "You all are wasting time. Come on."
Yep.
Melani, do you know how to control this thing?
I think Melani might be a little bit familiar. What would you say, Eric?
You give me a knowledge check.
Okay.
Yeah. Comprehension.
Comprehension. All
Or
right.
recall, recall.
That is going to be a 13 to hope.
Okay. Yeah. You know the gist of it. Like you piloted an old one years ago. This one's a little bit newer, so it's got a couple of controls that you're kind of unfamiliar with. But
they learned to drive stick, and this is this is an automatic.
Yeah. This is an automatic, not a stick. So yeah, you you know it, but you don't at the same time.
Mhm.
But as you go through the journey, you'll pick up on it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Melanie will just initially frown and just go, I could drive it. I just don't know where they put the clutch.
And then Dal says, "Oh, this one doesn't have a clutch. You just hit the gas and go."
They made things easier. Great.
But make sure you keep it in the speed limit in the city,
Of course.
because my uncle will kill me if he finds out that I got a speeding ticket on this thing.
Well, we'll make sure that your uncle doesn't find anything out. Don't worry about that.
So you all start to head out. The first day, nothing happens. Bara and Ileana are singing car songs. At some points, I believe this is the song that never ends comes around at some point.
Bara whips out her flaming skull pet that like no one knew was there, just like out of a pocket. His name's Creven. He sings along with us. Yeah.
Velkana is enchanted by this flaming skull.
So Creven's got like a real deep voice like this.
Oh.
But the personality does not match the really like deep.
Oh no. He is like super smart with a real deep voice, just like, "Oh, I see that you have company, mistress."
Mistress, is that what we said out loud, Creven? All right, yeah.
I don't remember. What would you like me to call you?
No, I like Mistress. I think that's very funny.
Okay. I was just thinking of like some
Oh no,
name.
I'm totally on board. Yeah.
It would be. It's better than mom, right?
Yeah.
No, he looks at
Hi, Mom.
at Ileana and he's just like, "Mom."
Yeah.
But he's like, "I see that you have company."
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is the band that we're on. I think there's something of interest for us over here. So these are the people we're stuck with for the mission. And this is Ileana, who's fucking cool. And we high five again.
And then
Bara's my new best friend. This is Danny.
So Creven and Danny meet, and like they just hit it off like instantly, right? Like Danny's craziness matches Creven's knowledge. And like they're talking about like all sorts of like stuff like you've all done like on the adventures and stuff. Like Danny talks about how like you like saved an entire town from like this huge monster and everything, and then Danny goes, "And I helped," like one of those things. And then Creven tries, like they keep trying to one up each other, like as you all are driving. Meanwhile, Melani and Velkana are sitting like the two parents in the front seat on this road trip.
Should we be worried?
I don't hear any fighting going on back there, so I'm just gonna keep driving.
Okay. Velkana goes back to staring directly into the sun.
So as you're staring directly into the sun, you hear Danny go, and then Ileana said, "Fuck you" to this monster.
Yes, I did.
like Creven goes, "Oh, well, I got you beat. Bara flipped it off." Like, like one of those things.
May the blaze protect us.
My theory is Creven is very much like the R2-D2 in the prequels of like really saving everyone's life behind the scenes, but gets no credit for it.
Absolutely.
Like, Bara is kind of like Creven's an idiot, but Creven is the only reason she's alive.
And then Danny is more of the chopper in this situation.
Terrifying. Okay.
Yeah.
Danny might be. He's not very large. Like Danny is about like maybe about like 7 inches tall altogether. But Danny's a war criminal.
Yeah, I was just about to say, in the southern regions of Fador, Danny is a war criminal. Danny is wanted.
Yep.
So yeah. the first day ends. You all are camping. Nothing happens. The second day, nothing happens. You then arrive at the plateau, and this is the Desert Wolf Clan territory. And so like as you're arriving at this plateau, you park behind these dunes that are looking at this plateau, and as you're looking at this at this area, from the crest of the dunes, you see this large this large camp. Not I mean, like a large camp, like I would say like maybe 15 people are in this camp. And there's and then like you see the plateau, and then you start to see some of the outlines of the buildings from this ruined city.
Yeah.
So what do you all do? Do you like try to sneak in on that night, or what do you do?
We are likely to get the best cover from the shadows of the dunes as we sneak in through the night.
So I wanted to throw out there that one of my thoughts was, while it's still day, we send in like one of the pets. Like Creven goes in with like the flaming skull, just to like look around and make sure there's not like, immediate guards that are like obvious.
Okay.
Is that a possibility or no?
Yeah, give me a knowledge check. We're gonna do analyze.
Okay.
All right. 8 for hope and 12 for fear with a +1, so 13 fear.
Okay, so yeah, you are going to gain a fear for this, because this is going to kind of be a stressful situation. While Creven is very nervous as he's going through this camp, and he notices about 7 out of the 15 people that would be in this camp. But he's also in one of those moods because he's afraid to get caught. He has missed a couple of people. And he kind of rushes back to where you all are camped. And he says, I searched the camp as best as I could without getting caught, and I found about 7 people. But I don't know if there are more or less.
I go cool and like throw some blooming onion to him.
He catches it in his mouth. So
I think while that was happening, Velkana is going to like pull out the various tarps and stuff that we have and like try to make it look like the skiff that we came here in is just part of the sand dune, because this thing looks like a target, and if we're not here to protect it, it will disappear while we're in the room.
Give me a finesse check.
That is a 13, but with fear.
Okay. So well, that would be 14 because you had your +1, right? Or was that
I added the +1.
Okay. Yeah, so you hastily, so you're going to gain a fear as well. You hastily put this together.
No one has any knowledge of tactics. Everyone just
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of stressing you out a little bit, even though you've been in situations like this before. It's just one of those things where, because you're out in the open desert like this, there's a possibility like their buddies could arrive at any moment too. So like you try to like hastily do this.
Yeah. I've been in this before, but not as much this far south. It's
Like Mylani is like making sure that everything is tied down nicely, and is packing like a bag that they're gonna bring in with them of supplies and water and all that stuff, while the car itself is getting covered. Generally, like assuming that Vel has this in the bag.
Real quick, Katrina, go ahead and do your thing, and then yeah. If you need to take a break real quick before we head in, do it.
Do it.
Because we are going to dive into some fun.
All right.
Let me see here.
I
Yeah.
So I didn't make it clear at the start. I am using a red and a blue for my hope and fear, but red is hope because fire.
Yeah. I like that.
I love it.
I love that. Yeah, that's great. Quick question. When we're
Sure.
marking down like have a fear, is that the stress thing? Like, is that what we're marking?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, I
so
thought stress was a different thing.
well, fear induces stress in this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make sure that pretty much by the end of the game or by the end of this session, you will have lost that stress. So,
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, John. We're having fun bringing this. We have a lot to work on with this, though. We have
Oh, yeah.
a lot to work on.
Mhm.
We're just in one small section of this planet.
Very much so. I need to write up the thoughts that I have on
Mhm.
Melani's
Yeah.
home village and stuff.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I really loved her. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was about to explain for John. Craven and Danny are the two essentially animal companions of
Yeah.
Farah and Ileana.
They're going to be my favorite NPCs to control, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Why don't we have them? You know what? I'm going to make them fall in love.
Oh my god, are you gonna flirt with yourself?
I've never flirted with myself before, but I might for this.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be embarrassing. My wife's laughing at me right now. She's just listening to me, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, also, how do fear and hope work? Okay, so fear and hope. So with hope, this is going to allow. And I should have explained this like earlier in the show, but with hope, this is actually going to allow our players to either like re-roll. There are actions that they can take with spending hope that will allow either a re-roll or they can actually skip a roll too, depending on their character. Because some of the character sheets actually show like you can spend this amount of hope and you can skip this roll and still roll your damage die or what have you. So there's that. With fear, I can use that as a way to either add stress to a character or I can do it to complicate the narrative as we're going on. So like while like Jane succeeded with the role with Kreven going into the camp, Jane also missed a few people that were in that camp. So that's the thing. Like Jane had a success, but the consequence was that Jane missed a few characters.
Yeah.
Just like the consequences with what Leah's character did, that skiff could be discovered. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's how it all kind of works out. We're going to be learning this as we go along as well. So, all right. Anything else you all want to do before you try to infiltrate this camp and try to get into this ruin?
Since we had Craven go through, Melani is actually going to like ask this flaming skull. Could you describe generally like that we might be able to try and discuss?
So it's kind of a big camp. Oh wait, it's kind of a big camp, but not really. There are a lot of people in the central area, so I'm thinking if you stick to the outskirts, you should be okay. However, I wasn't able to venture into the ruins because I had to get back here. I mean, a flaming skull kind of stands out.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Does it seem like
so-
the camp covers the only entrance?
Yeah, that's what I saw. I didn't. I mean, I got a look, but I didn't get a big look at it.
Mhm.
So.
So if I get close enough, I can cast a mist over the camp to give us a little additional cover, if that
Yes.
works. Does that sound
Um,
like she looks to Meilani because Meilani seems to like really be like the brains leader?
Meilani will like. That would be best, especially as soon as like night falls. We tend to see more mists
Yeah.
around then.
So yeah. You all wait until night. So Ileana, I need you to roll your spellcast. Your target is a 13.
While this is happening, Velkana swaps her incense for an unscented.
Fair.
But the
Yeah.
ember must always burn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ileana, what you got?
So I've got a 12 and a 3.
Okay. 12 with hope.
With our hope, and then a 3 with the fear.
Okay. So you
Awesome.
got a 15 with hope.
Okay.
Yeah. So you wait for nighttime, and Ileana. Yes, bless you. Ileana. You know what? Why don't you describe how you summon this?
Yeah, so the mysterious mist is it's a pretty old hand when it comes to wizards who have studied with the Book of Typhar. So what it does is it covers what we essentially do is as soon as we get close enough to the camp that Ileana can cover most of the camp with this mist. She picks up her great staff and raises it to the air and recites a very quick spell in her ancient language of the Infernus. And the mist is kind of it's less like a cool mist. In fact, it's more like a sauna in a way because it's she's Infernus and the magic comes from her core, and so it kind of spreads throughout the camp and casts this like nice little humid like coat of mist all over it.
Okay.
And once she's sure that that it's covered what we need to have covered, she looks back to the group and kind of gives them a nod.
Yeah. So so as this mist rolls through, the members of the Desert Wolf clan notice it's a little more misty than usual, but knowing the weather on Fador, this could be anything really. This could just be that type of night for the mist. So, yeah, the camp is pretty concealed.
All right.
So, what do you want to do? How do you want to infiltrate this camp?
So we can see some of the pirates and such
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're mostly in the center area of this camp.
Okay.
There's a big I don't want to say there's a big bonfire, but there's a big enough fire where you can see the majority of the people in this camp. The
Okay.
7 people that Krevin picked up on.
Can I roll to see, roll knowledge to see if maybe there's someone in charge?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Analyze roll.
Oh, analyze.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's in
All
your
right.
knowledge. That's in
Yep.
your knowledge column.
All right, so that would be a 6 hope and a 5 fear.
Okay.
So 6 hope.
Okay. So you rolled an 11 with hope.
No. I rolled a 5 and then a +1, so 6.
You add them together and say whichever
yeah.
one is higher.
I'm sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
whatever the higher one is, like either hope or fear, you're gonna.
I
It's
misunderstood.
cool. Oh no,
Okay.
you're good.
So yeah, an 11.
So you rolled an 11 with hope. Yeah. So you can you narrow it down to like 2 people that are in charge, and they're kind of like at the head of this camp, in this bonfire area. You don't know which one is specifically in charge because they're both pretty much having a whose junk is bigger contest at this point, about this, where like they're kind of like comparing war stories with each other, you know, like trying to get either side. So it seems like there's a struggle for who's actually in charge of this camp.
Okay.
They seem distracted. We could sneak past.
I agree with that.
All right, so I am going to need agility checks from every single one of you.
That works.
10 plus 11.
Bara, what did you get?
So sorry. 22. So 24 fear.
24 fear. Okay. So you're hidden in the mist, but you have a stress right now due to the fact that you think you might get caught. You don't have the confidence in Ileana's spellcasting ability for this mist at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an 18 with hope.
Huh? Yeah, you should be believing in your friends. Oh, say again, Leah. I'm sorry.
18 with hope.
Okay, yeah. So you have all the confidence
Yeah.
in what Ileana did, and you're hidden.
19 with hope.
Yeah, same with you.
I think specifically, like seeing that Bara is a little uncertain, I'm going to stick by Bara just in case. Just in case someone needs a head chopped off.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
here's the thing, like your presence with Bara, you're gonna remove 1 stress, Bara. So you're just gonna have 1 stress on you because of because of the stress Kraven had from the recon. So that helps you feel a little more at ease, and you're a little more confident in Ileana's ability. Katrina, what did you get?
12 with hope.
12 with hope. Yeah, so you're hidden as well. That one wasn't necessarily like a difficulty check, because let's face it, these pirates are also kind of drunk at this point, because what else are these pirates going to do in the middle of the desert? Like, they don't think that anybody's going to assault their camp except for other pirates. But they see the mist and they think nobody's going to attempt this crap tonight. So you're sneaking through the camp, and as you sneak through the camp, you hear some voices around the outside perimeter of the camp, and these are some of the pirates that Kreven missed, and it's a mixed group. There's 1 Emberkin there. There are a couple of humans, and then there's also kind of like this dwarf there as well. That's just like he looks like he doesn't want to be there. Like, he'd rather be at the fire partying, right? Like, and so they're slightly off into the distance in this fog. You could sneak around them if you wanted to. What do you want to, or you can try to sneak around if you want to. What do you all want to do?
I have an idea. Can I still? So I remember, like, I was trying to see who was in charge, and there were the 2 guys kind of trying to both prove that they were in charge. Can I still see them?
You can't see them, but you can definitely hear them.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have something, because the spell I need to be able to see them. Okay. I
am wearing black armor, and it is misty. I truly think that I could walk right past them and like kind of act like, not even like say anything, but just swagger like I'm one of them, and they would not question it.
Yeah, give me a
deceive.
Oh, you mean a perceive?
Deceive. Under presence.
Yeah. Give me a deception check.
Mm-hmm.
That is that is only a 10, but it is with hope.
Okay. Yeah, they know that you are not one of them.
Mm.
Roll initiative.
All
I
right.
need
Oh
you to
boy.
roll a D20 for initiative.
Just a flat D20
Flat D20.
works for
That's-
me.
11.
11. All right.
14.
14. Okay.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay.
Natural 2.
Natural 2. All right.
I am a little
rolled an
caught off
8.
guard by that.
Okay. I rolled an 8. So, there are 4 people here. And they notice you, and the dwarf wants to try to be in charge of this group.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, hey, what are you guys doing?
Just passing through.
Who are you? I haven't seen you around camp before.
I'm new.
Yeah? No shit. Where'd you come from?
Fortugum to the far north.
There's no Fortugum to the far north.
I can assure you there is.
Mm-hmm.
You get a load of her. Get a load of her. He says, either you tell me what you're doing here, or you're gonna have to face the entire camp.
I told you what I'm doing. I'm passing through.
He takes a swing at you.
All right.
My
My evasion is 10.
Your evasion is 10. Okay.
Can I go unstoppable at the start of the fight, or do I have to wait until it's my turn? I will say I wait until it's my turn.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it moving.
You're going to take 1 damage for that. He he landed with a 20.
All right. That is below my threshold, so it's just 1.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you take 1 damage from that. And then the other guys, seeing that their dwarf buddy landed a punch, they get pretty confident. Katrina, I believe that you were the first one with a 14.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Mhm.
What do you want to do?
So they see all of us, or they just saw Volcana?
Well, they now see all of you because Velcana is standing out.
Got it. I'm gonna go ahead and just conjure up a magic hand, just to kind of be ready to fight, because I'm always ready to fight. But I'm not gonna start the fight.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and conjure that up. I'm not gonna have you roll for that, so you just conjure that up. Faye, I believe you were next.
Yep, that was me.
Okay.
So what I am going to do is I am going to, I protect my people. I am going to, like, while they had been talking, Melani was had pulled their bow out, strung it, had notched an arrow, and now is gonna draw and loose.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead. Who are you targeting? The dwarf?
The dwarf.
The dwarf? Okay. Because you figure, like, if the leader goes down, they're all gonna scatter.
Essentially that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so roll for me. You're gonna roll 2d12 for the attack.
Yep. The attack for this is with a bow, so it's gonna be agility. That is going to be an 18 with hope.
An 18 with hope. Yes. Okay, so roll 3d6s, or no, roll 1d6 plus 3 for the damage.
7.
7. That was 4, and then the plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shoot this guy like. Where do you want to shoot him?
I want it to be like a slightly like impressive place to
Okay.
shoot. So like I want it to be like through the neck.
Okay. Yeah. So it like goes right into like this dwarf's neck, and it's like mid-sentence while he's yelling like at Velkana, and saying like "Get the fuck out of here," like all this other stuff. Like the arrow hits, and then he goes, and then just falls.
I turn to the rest and say, "Who's next?"
The Emberkin sees you, and is like, sees that you're a fellow Emberkin, and kind of just backs away, because an Emberkin doesn't want to fight another Emberkin. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much honor there with the Emberkin society.
Never ends well.
Yeah, exactly. So like he looks at the two humans, and he just goes, "You two idiots are on your own. I'm out of here." So he just slowly Homer Simpson backs
I like
away.
to
into the
imagine
mist.
that like what they see of Melani in the mist is just the like reflective eyes.
Yeah. Like the one human's like this, like trying to like look. Yeah. Jane, Bara, what do you want to do?
Okay, so just to be clear, the one guy who like caught us and was kind of in charge is dead.
Yeah.
Is the other guy who was kind of vying to be in charge still around?
So that was the Emberkin. He's gone because he saw.
Oh, okay,
Velkana.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize
You
that was
still
the
have
Emberkin.
the two stupid humans that are in this patrol group.
Yeah, I won't take. Okay, I won't do that. I just want to roll an attack with my knife or my dagger.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Okay. That's a 4 for hope, and that's an 11 for fear, so 15, and then plus 0. Yeah, 15.
Okay. So yeah, 15 with fear. So you roll for damage for me too. You need to roll a 1d4.
Where's my d4? There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a 1.
A 1. Yeah, so you think like you're gonna stop this dude, and you kind of just like, where were you trying to aim on him?
I'm gonna say the knee.
Okay, so yeah, you go for the knee, and it just kind of like nicks the kneecap, and like you gain 1 stress because like you're pissed off at how like you blew that, how you blew that attack.
Okay.
Yeah. The human that got struck in the kneecap is going after Bara because he wants revenge on Bara. Your evasion is 10. He hits you with a 16, so you're going to take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
All right. The other human sees that if you can hit one, you can hit another one. Goes after Velkana again, and he rolls 20.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, that is gonna hit. So take another point of damage for me.
I'm going to reduce with armor.
Okay, so then you still have the 1 point of damage. That's fine. Let's go back in order to Ileana.
Yeah, I'm pretty annoyed that all of my people are being taken out, so I'm going to do a spell cast roll. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
I want to try and figure out how to do it in demiplane, but I don't know where the buttons are.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Which one are you trying to do?
I'm trying to cast Wild Flame because it's wild.
Yeah.
I think maybe I can. Okay. I think I've got it. Good.
Yeah. So
Rolling.
You'll need to. Yeah, so roll that for me, and then if it hits, you'll do 2d6 damage.
I did a 15 with fear.
Okay, so yeah, you conjure this, it goes around there, but you gain 1 stress because this is a stressful situation at this point, and you want to take this guy out. Roll the 2d6 for damage for me, please.
Yes. 3 and a 2.
So a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you light this dude on fire. And he starts running around. And he doesn't remember stop, drop, and roll.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in the camp, the rest of the people hear screaming, but they think it's just that patrol group getting drunk, so they don't care. So that's the one. So you still have and so he's going to be preoccupied for a while, so don't worry about him. There's
enough.
the other human that's left. Who was next up? Yeah, go ahead.
Once again, pulls out another arrow.
Yeah, hit him.
That's going to be an 11 with fear.
An 11 with fear. So take a stress for me. And then, yeah, go ahead and roll that d6 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And quick question.
Sure.
Has the second human gone out of range?
No, he's kind of running around in circles right now, like a la
Okay.
Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights after the crash. Yeah.
What I would like to do is I'm also going to, with that roll, spend 3 hope.
Okay.
So I can use the same roll against 2 additional adversaries. I'm just going to do it with the 1.
Okay. So what was your damage on the first guy?
The first guy is going to be 4 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that drops him. That drops him. Yeah.
And then 4 damage for the second shot as well.
Yeah, along with being a human marshmallow on fire, yeah, you put him out of his misery. And then, like, as you're walking away, a la cool guys don't look at explosions style, you just kind of see him, like, slowly just dying in the flames, just dying with him. And then you continue making your way around to the camp, and then you come across the plateau, and you start to see these buildings shrouded in the mist. At this point, Bara, can you give me a knowledge check? And with that, kind of use your arcane magic to see if you can sense anything. Ileana, I would like for you to do the same thing as well.
So I got a 17 hope for my knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that these are the ancient ruins that Dal was talking about, and as you reach out using this arcane ability, you sense something in the ruins that is similar to what you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little flavor on that. As she's kind of sensing that, she has like kind of one hand out, but the other hand is on like a little satchel she has that has her red book in it.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. So that's kind of grounding you to that situation at that point. Ileana, what did you get on your knowledge check?
Not great, Chief. I got a 4 with fear.
Okay. Yeah, so you're going to take a stress from that due to the fact that you also took some stress from what you just did. So you're kind of out of it because of the amount of exertion that you did from the fire spell as well as the mist spell. So you have a stress. So as Bara, as you're reaching out and you're sensing this thing, you sense it. It's very close. It's just a few buildings away, um, and a- and it's similar to I'm kind of thinking of like how, remember like in Last Airbender, how like Toph could like hit the ground and like sense everything that's there. You're kind of doing that situation there. So it's in it's in this old uh, library that was once part of the civilization.
Okay. So I start heading over there pretty hastily. Like I am not paying attention to like if people are like guards or something are
Okay.
around.
Yeah, give me an agility roll for that.
And I'm going to follow close behind in case there are guards around.
I need an agility roll for you too.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Yeah. Does everybody want to chase after Bara?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I got a 6 and a 6. So if there is that still a critical?
That's a critical success.
Okay. And then +1, so it'd be a 13 total, but a critical.
All right. No, I know.
So,
yeah, critical success for you, Bara. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, please go on, Velcana.
That is only a 9 with
9?
hope for me.
Okay, a 9 with hope. So you're stumbling after Bara a little bit, like on these dunes around the camp.
She is going faster than I expected.
Yeah, Bara's like Naruto
and also like
running.
I don't know exactly where she's going. The mist is kind of getting in the way. I'm like,
yeah. You have enough sense of her where you're trying to follow her, but yeah.
Yeah. I am going to use feline instincts to reroll my hope die real quick.
Sure.
That brings it at least to a 5 with hope.
Okay. Yeah, you just trip and fall on your face like in the middle of these dunes in this outskirt. But then you pick yourself up and you slowly start to follow Velcana. Ileana.
Yeah, so I rolled a 13 with hope. I figure I'm taking up the rear.
Yeah. You and Danny are like pushing it, and like as you pass Melani, you kind of you hear Danny like chuckle at her because like she's on the ground, and like Danny finds it funny. Or they're on the ground. Yeah. But and then Danny looks at you and Danny just goes, I'm sorry.
Don't make fun of people when they're down unless they suck.
Yeah, like the one dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we make fun of him. We can't make fun of Melani.
Okay, I'm sorry. And like he comes down off of the perch that is your shoulder and just kind of like there's Melani.
They're like already back on their feet at this point. So like it's like
he's like trying to tug on your leg.
Yeah, it gets like tapped on the shin and is like trying not to punt this rock elemental.
Exactly. So he magically like conjures himself like back on Ileana's shoulder. So you Bara, you make it to the library and you kind of like just kick this door open, right?
Okay.
Like kick this door open. And then boom, like a la Raiders of the Lost Ark, this thing is like literally right in the middle of this library with like a light coming down from it. It's like, yeah. So what do you want to do? Do you wait for everybody first or do you try to go for it?
No, I don't. The only thing I do before I go like straight for it is basically I take Creven back out of like the little pouch that like he hides in sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he's out like floating next to me as I'm just and I'm going, and I think I am gonna like do a knowledge check before I touch the book, but I am gonna go like right for it. I just want to know how safe-ish it probably is magically.
Creven, before you do that, Creven, no, you go ahead and roll that. Creven looks at you and he says, are you sure this is what you want to do?
Absolutely. And I rolled a 19 hope knowledge.
Oh, yeah. So while this thing is ancient, there are no safeguards with this thing.
Okay.
This is the tome that Dao requested you all to get.
Hmm.
As you approach it, Krevin reaches out using some arcane abilities, and he kind of using his magic, he flips the book open, and you see these historical records of this civilization that was once there.
Okay.
Everybody else catches up to the library at this point. And what do you all do?
I'm just gonna insert something in the narrative here because I think it's funny. Instead of like Velkana or Ileana or any of them coming through the door first, there's just the limp, unconscious form of one of the pirates kicked through the door, slams against the wall, and slides down. And then Velkana comes in, resheathing her sword.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, because like when you fell, you alerted one of the pirates.
Yeah.
And then like you kicked his ass off screen. Yeah. I love it.
I just feel like it's a fun dramatic moment to have like ours already in here, and then just like a fight happened off screen, not important.
And then Krevin looks at the pirate and just looks at you all and says, "Somebody had a bad day."
Yeah, especially because like Bara also kind of looks and like, well, I came in that door, which like we left open when we came in, but you decided to burst like another door.
Yeah,
obviously.
And I'm like,
I couldn't see which door you took. I just took the first one. I don't know why you went to the far door.
Because Melani and Ileana followed you in through that other door, and like as like that body just crashes through that other door, all you hear is "ha ha" from Danny, like as this body is just flying through the air and hitting this door. And then Danny looks at Ileana. I made a funny.
That's
Yes,
a well-earned
you did.
funny.
That was a real good funny.
That's a real good funny.
I'm funny.
Is this the book?
Yes, yes, this is the book. This is absolutely the book.
Are there any traps on it? Maybe.
As far as I can tell, no. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, there are no traps.
Yeah, and I go and I reach for it and I touch it, grab it, try to pull it.
as you grab it, one of the leader of the pirates now knows that you are in the ruins. Because he heard the commotion that was ha ha bang through the door. And the pirate leader shows up, and this is a tall, tan, elvish being. You don't know what gender they are because they hide it really well under their clothes.
But we can tell that they're hot.
You can tell that they're hot. Yes.
Should we roll for hotness, or
if you want to roll for hotness, go ahead. That's fine. I'll need a perception check on that. Yes.
Okay. Without question, that is going to be a 20 with fear.
Okay, so you are stressed at how hot this person is.
Yeah, that's a 15 with hope, baby.
Yeah. So you are hopeful that this person is extremely hot.
Cats don't sweat. My Lottie is sweating.
Oh, yeah. It's similar to that Jordan Peele gif of the sweat just going down the face. Yeah. Yeah, that's that. Bara, what did you get on your hotness check? That's what I'm gonna call it.
I got a 14 with fair.
Oh yeah, you're afraid at how hot this person is.
Yeah,
and I am not making a hotness check.
You're not making a hotness check. That's fine.
Fair.
You just kind of look the person up and down, and you're like, yeah, I don't see it. Like
I'm just looking this person up and down and trying to count how many weapons they have on them.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Danny is fully enamored with this person, and so is Creven. So yeah, all the hotness is there. Even this elf is just like, oh. Am I interrupting something?
You are, but it's understandable.
Oh yeah. What's with the book?
We're on a
Doesn't-
search for knowledge because we read.
You weren't doing anything with it.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because you weren't in here when we got here.
How
Yeah.
do you know?
Can Mailani just like kind of wipe one of the shelves and see how much dust comes off?
What? You don't even need to do a check. Like you just
We'll wipe and just show the dirty fingertips and just go. Are you sure?
it's
Why does
just a
anybody
little
around
bit
here
of
read?
sand. That's all. It's
We're both people of the desert. You know, sand doesn't build up this quickly.
but I hear it's rough and coarse and gets everywhere. I had to.
You had to.
Volcana
I
walks
expected.
forward, one hand on the hilt of her sword, the other like lands on this person's shoulder, and she says, "Friend,
Yes.
I think you should leave us be. You're outnumbered."
No, I'm not. At that point, they snap their fingers, and 5 dudes just rush in.
So I
Roll for
presume this is
initiative.
going to end in a fight.
Oh,
Yes.
we're ending in a fight before we end.
Wonderful.
So is that I'm just double checking because I think it is. Ileana did not use her magic hand. It is still floating around somewhere, correct?
That is correct.
Great. That magic
17.
hand.
17, okay.
16.
16, okay.
So is initiative 20? A
Yes,
D20?
initiative
Okay.
is 20, yes.
14.
14, okay.
Natural 20.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Yay!
So before we get started, Ileana, I know that you wanted to do something with your magic hand real quick.
It's just gonna float just out of sight so the pirates can't see it currently.
Perfect. Okay, Bara, you have a natural 20. You are going first. What would you like to do?
Okay, so the main leader dude who we're all slightly afraid of how hot he is. Or oh no, they are. I'm sorry, I forgot.
That's
we did,
fine.
Yes.
No, that's fine.
I am going to pull out my little red book and cast Voice of Dread at him, which is any creature that you can see, you get to torment them with words. You have to make a spell cast roll. So I will
Perfect.
do that. It's a 7 hope. Oh, I got a 7 and a 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's a critical success.
Yep.
So, yeah. Do you just want to like insult their mama, or like what do you want to do?
I whisper into his ear. I'm not next to him, but magically whisper into his ear.
Mm-hmm.
You are the failed byproduct of impossible leadership and false gods. Your only possibility of safety is to leave this room as quickly as possible, or you will be destroyed by the warriors of the Lost Library. And that's
All right.
about as intimidating as I can go.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if you intimidate this person.
Mm-hmm.
You did. So you actually, this person, this elf, they're very intimidated, and they start looking around, like seeing if it's more than just the 4 of you, to see if you brought reinforcements.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see them. Yeah.
Sorry, on a success, they have to mark a stress, and they are temporarily vulnerable. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So yeah, this person is stressed out. They take a step back. So I am not going to be able to do my next action, which is fine.
Incredible.
Who was next?
I think I rolled a 17, so probably me.
Yes, that would be you.
Yeah. Seeing this person step back, I go, perfect, just enough room. I draw my sword, mark a stress, it ignites in flame,
Nice.
And we're going in for a nice. I'm going unstoppable, and I am going to stab this person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your attack.
So vulnerable. How do I roll for this?
God.
Vulnerable will give advantage on this attack roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a +2 advantage on this one.
Yeah.
All right. So that is a 15 with hope +2 +2. That's a 19.
Okay, so that's a 19
with hope.
Yeah, roll your 1d8 +3.
1d8 +1.
1d8 +1. Yeah. So go ahead.
So that's only 4. Oh wait, I add an extra d6 because it's on fire.
Yes.
That's 4 plus 4. That's 8.
Okay. Yeah. You take this person out completely.
Ooh.
In just one fell swoop. Like, this person is lit on fire. The whatever wound they would have had bleeding is now cauterized because of how much you have just lit this person on fire. I love that this group loves fire.
I grab their shoulder again, stab through, whisper into their ear, "This wound is the hottest part of you," and let them slide off my sword and point it at the next guy.
They look at you like as they're falling down. They're like, but why? But why?
May the flames burn you forever.
I love it. You take the leader out, and of course, the rest of them scatter because they already saw what you could do to one of them. Especially the most important of them. And then like you just hear engines like skiff engines like in the background of them just like leaving this camp because they do not want anything from that you all have done.
They do not want your smoke, Eltana.
No.
Heck yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do before you leave this area and try to head back to the city?
I want to check the captain's pockets.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Melani does want to look through the other books.
Sure.
Yeah, Ileana's also.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me knowledge checks. I know, Ileana, you have a -1 on your knowledge check.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I rolling that as well?
Do you want to look at the books, or are you just?
I'm checking the captain's pockets.
You are going to do a instinct check for me, actually.
Yeah.
For checking the pockets.
I'm not good at those.
Okay.
On that knowledge check, I did get a 13 with hope.
A 13. Okay, 13 with hope. Yeah, I'm going to give that to you. You start going through these books. You are collecting them like Belle in the library from Beauty and the Beast. That way you have them for later. Something to read on the trip if when you're camped at night, or something to read at your home base. Ileana, what did you roll for your knowledge check?
I rolled a 12 with fear.
Okay. Yeah, so you see Melani grabbing all these books and everything, and you are just trying to figure out like what books to grab. So you just start kind of grabbing random books, and you don't know. The fear here is, I'm not going to give you a stress for this. The fear is that you're just trying to figure out like what would be useful for you, because you're also coming down off of this situation where you just attacked all of these people. You just saw this person, like, literally, you saw 2 people literally burned to death.
Yeah.
Like in this situation. So you're a little uneasy, but you are still grabbing books that you think are going to help, and some of them actually do have some answers to what you're seeking. You just don't know it yet.
Got it. I think I could add to that fear with the fact that my TBR pile is already so large.
Yeah,
and I
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you have one
Mhm.
TBR stress, but you don't have to mark that.
That is a 15 with fear. So what
15 with
horrible
fear.
thing do I find in their pockets?
You find incense from an Emberkin sword.
I mark a stress, but I add it to my supply.
Yes.
And also
this-
seeing that they, yeah,
This incense, you know whose incense this belongs to?
is it Montorum, which is where I'm from, or Fortugum?
It is
So-
Montora.
That is distressing.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet because we are going to figure that out together. And I just
Interesting.
don't have that knowledge right now in my
Mhm.
head.
I put it in a separate little pouch. Being that this person apparently has some connection, can I also check the bookshelves and see if there's anything
Sure. Are
with
you
regards
looking?
to my questions?
Yeah. Are you looking for more Emberkin knowledge?
I am.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me that. Give me that knowledge check.
Mhm.
Bara, while she's doing that, do you want to do anything?
Yes, I want to do the same thing. I want to look at the through the shelves for anything familiar, essentially.
Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your knowledge check. Velkana, what did you get on your knowledge check?
12 with hope.
12 with hope. Yeah. So you start.
And I'm going to spend some of my hope to get back an armor slot just in case.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and do that. So you got back one armor slot, so you're good on armor. At the end of this session, real quick, at the end of this session, you all are going to have a long rest. So whatever damage you took, whatever stress you took, I'm just going to have you erase all of that. So you're going to be good to go for the next session. But we'll do that at the end. Now, real quick before I describe what you're doing, Velkana, Bara, what did you get on your knowledge check?
15 hope.
15 hope. Okay. So, yeah, you all are going through this library and you all are seeing these various books that you have had some knowledge of in your research. You have seen references to these books. A lot of them are history. Allude to history of what happened before the collapse on Fador. You'll start to piece those together as we go along here. One of the books that you come across, Bara, mentions the planet Sargasso, which you don't know too much about yet. Velkana, you find out as you're going through some of these books and leafing through. I'm pretty sure you're probably going to stuff these in your bag. Velkana, you see, you and Bara both come across books that talk about a possible portal system, but you don't know yet. Meilani, as you're looking through some of these books, you find that there are mentions of the old Qatari civilization before the ultimate fall of your people as well, before the scattering of your people.
Yeah.
And then Ileana, you are finding as you're looking through some of these books, you start to see some references to some magics that you only heard of in your learning at the academy that you attended. And you start to see a big picture of like what like you start to see the potential that you and Danny could have on this, but yeah, this is actually, not only do you get the book for Dal, but you get a lot of information that you have been seeking, especially Melani, because you are a ranger. You're always seeking the knowledge of the past. Bara, you being a witch, you want to know how magic is used for traveling, if there is a travel, if there is an ability to travel.
Mhm.
Ileana, you are looking at it as a way to prove yourself,
Hmm.
to prove yourself to not only this group, but to prove yourself to the world. And then Velkana, you're looking at this as a way to um, to save your people, to save your house, right? Like, to save the Emberkin people, because let's face it, there's a lot going on within the Emberkin houses right now that you actually had to divert your attention from, but you're still trying to figure out what's going on at home. Um,
Mhm.
so you all leave this camp, and as you do, and you get on the skiff, and you head back to the city. um, there is there's a figure that emerges from these ruins, from this library, and you're going to meet them at the next session. um, but as you speed off, you head to the city, and you head back, and you make great time. You're there by the 5th day, right?
Mm.
Nothing happens on the way home. um, and you arrive at the Emberkin Oasis, and Dal is there standing outside. And as you pull up, he he kind of brushes the dust away from everything, and he approaches the skiff, and he says, "Ah, so I see that that it was a success."
Oh, good to see you, Ralph. What's up?
It's Dal.
Gotcha. Ralph.
And then you just hear Danny go, "Ralph."
Uh, Bara would have the book, I think, still.
Yeah. He approaches Bara, um, and he says, "Do you have something for me?"
Bara looks like she's deciding whether or not she's going to hand it over,
Okay.
but she does. She gives it to him.
He notices your hesitation, and he smirks a bit, because he has been burned quite a bit in this business. So
Mhm.
he knows when to trust and not to trust, and he's hoping that you're going to learn that lesson as well, with trusting him this time.
Mhm.
Um, and as he takes the book, he throws 4 pouches of gold at the skiff, kind of like tosses them,
Mhm.
and you all catch. And he says, "Feel free to stay here for as long as you want. This is now your base of operations. I'm going to be back in a few days' time with another job. Rest up, because this one's not going to be a walk in the park like this last one." And as he says that, he starts to walk away. And as he walks away, this sand blows and kind of just disrupts the vision. And then when the sand comes across, he's no longer on the streets.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And that, my friends,
He walks very fast.
he does. And that, my friends, is where we are going to leave off for tonight. I hope that you all had a good time tonight.
Yep, I sure did.
That was fun.
So much fun. Oh man, I'm really excited about this party. We definitely need to like build off screen because I think this is a good
We're
group.
going to.
We are.
Yeah, we're going to. And the players that I have waiting in the wings, you're gonna love them too. We are gonna have a lot of fun. I'm thinking, so we're going to get together real soon and talk about our next session. It's probably going to be sometime middle of November. And then we're probably going to not do a December one because, the holidays are going to be happening and we need to make sure that we're all good for the holidays. So we're going to do one more session before the holidays, which will be middle of November. So stay tuned for that, everybody. And then after the holidays, we are going full blown into this campaign. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be meeting maybe once or twice a month for this as well, because this is going to be a lot of fun. And more players are going to be introduced throughout the campaign, so this is going to be so cool. Thank you to Leah and Jane and Katrina and Faye for joining me this evening. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed yourselves. Please feel free to join our Discord, follow us on social media, follow everybody here on social media. We love you all. We cannot wait to see you all in November. Until next time, that's it for us. So have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.